3 days, 1 city, 0 chance we're seeing it all. This is how to do Kyoto in 3 days, which temples are not to miss, how to do a walking tour, and where to eat pretty food. Let's get zen! First day, I would suggest splurging on a machiya stay somewhere in Gion or Higashiyama. Machiyas are old Japanese houses. We stayed in one in Gion in the heart of Kyoto. Gion is where all the action is, and staying in an old beautiful machiya was like time traveling and set the mood for the rest of the activities. We paid $160, but we were there in the off-season, and nice accommodations can get crazy expensive in Kyoto. If you have money to splurge, day one would be that day, just to relax and smell the roses. But check out this house. It's right on the canal and has a soaking tub with a sliding window overlooking the canal. I was not shy to slide that right over. But look at this! We had our own private zoo. Upstairs was the sleeping area with steep stairs and low doorways. It was like Gulliver Travels, but with a lot more hitting your head on the door jambs.
We are in Kyoto. This is the first day without our snowboard bags.
We sent the snowboard bags off in the mail yesterday. Quite a relief.
And literally the first day we've had to just sit down and smell the roses. It's been a very chaotic 3 months in Japan for us because we've been trying to snowboard and explore at the same time. But we've been at this Airbnb a couple of years ago just for like a day and just absolutely fell in love with it. Here you go, 1,000-star resort. Follow me. Mind your head.
Bad. Except for it's frickin' winter time out here still.
Yeah, it really is, and there won't be any cherry. We were hoping we could maybe get a glimpse of the cherry blossoms. I don't think that's happening.
And for the rest of the morning, we got zen on the deck with a blue heron show, some ducks, and an odd fat cat.
We're gonna go cruise around Gion. This is our little abode here. All the Japanese homes and businesses have these curtains on them, flags, whatever you want to call them. We still haven't figured out what the meaning is, if there is a meaning, but they sure look cool.
They are cool.
And this is our nice little alleyway. It's my most favorite street in the entire Kyoto. There's our friend. We found him at the big river. Now it all makes sense. See him? There he is. I think he's fishing, and then he comes and hangs out in our little yard. Oh my God, and there's the cat too. They're just completely working the neighborhood. Where are you?
Right in the heart of Kyoto is Kamo River. It kind of splices the downtown into newer and older, and it is very quintessentially Kyoto.
This here is the Shijo-dori. It's the main street of Kyoto. And there's a bunch of just shopping and Nishiki Market, which is well known with more shops, is off of this road, just down the road. And Gion starts right here to the right of Shijo-dori, and if you go straight is the Yasaka Shrine. So this is your walking tour. You can walk the Shijo-dori, you can take a right on Gion, and then you can go straight to Yasaka Shrine and then keep going all the way to Kiyomizu-dera. That's your walking path for Kyoto. This building right here was in Memoirs of a Geisha. They've changed some rules here in Gion. We don't know if we're supposed to film here. We saw a sign. Oh yeah, right here. So we are entering Gion and there's a sign, no photography.
10,000 yen fine without photo permit. So time to put the camera away.
Put the camera away, and I think they were even trying to close some streets in Gion. Maybe they've closed some of them already. So we don't know what's open, what isn't. It's definitely less crowded. This is like the beginning of like the main street in Gion. Okay, we found the cake. We found the cake shop in Gion. It's called Patisserie Gion Sakai. and it's a famous tourist spot. They make very pretty cakes.
It's almost too pretty to eat.
It is. Is it a cheesecake?
Very delicious. I don't know what it is. It's kind of cheesecakey, but fluffier than the cheesecake.
I got a blueberry one.
Does it have Wi-Fi connectivity?
3 of them. Triply connected. No, I can't believe we're doing that in a nice, beautiful little Zen coffee shop. But this is artwork. Like, there's golden leaf, and there's little cherry blossoms and birds. Like,
I can't really make out the cherry blossom.
it's
See?
definitely don't want to eat it. Ooh. It's some sort of buttercream inside. It almost doesn't even taste like blueberry. It's more like buttercreamy, like custard buttercream type flavor, but it's very pretty. We're at Shimbashi-dori now. This is a North Gion area. So Shijo-dori, which is the main street of Kyoto, cuts Gion into south and north sides, and most people always go to the south side because it's right off the Shijo-dori, and this area often goes overlooked. We've been in Kyoto before, and we've definitely missed it, so make sure you come here. It's along Shirakawa Canal, so just Google Shirakawa Canal. So it's just more of old Kyoto, old homes, and I think that this is beautiful, like in the spring with all the cherry blossoms, and also at night. I think we need to come back here at night. So in Gion, if you pay attention, you can see these wooden houses that are hundreds of years old. They're called okiyas, and they all look the same on the first glance. But if you look closer, there is a black plaque on some of these, and those are geisha houses. And if you actually Google translate them, they say tea house. It's for members only. It's a geisha tea ceremony. And this one behind me even said adult entertainment. Going up to the Yasaka Shrine. This is the view of the downtown Kyoto. That's the main road. And at the end of the main road is the Yasaka Shrine. This is at an entrance to the Yasaka Shrine.
And the exit through the gift shop.
Yeah, full-on exit through the gift shop. Got little snacks. Apparently the shrine originated in the 600s.
All right.
This one is the easiest one to get to in the whole of Kyoto because it's right downtown. So that was it for Yasaka Shrine. It's incredibly cold today.
That is. It's snowing occasionally.
Yeah, we're very far away from any kind of cherries. And there's girls dressed up in little kimonos. It looks super cute, but it's really freezing. So we're on to, you can basically walk down the main road and then take a right on Gion, cruise around Gion, and then come back to Yasaka Shrine. And then you can walk to Kiyomizu-dera, which is another temple that is well recommended.
I think Kiyomizu-dera is much more impressive than this one. But
yeah, but this is right in town.
Yeah, exactly.
But point here is that these are the two that you can walk to from downtown. Oh my goodness, look what we found.
Hater. We're way too early for the blossoms. Look at these bad boys.
Wow. I'm kind of impressed. I didn't really realize. We read this somewhere when we were up north, that these blossoms pop up before the leaves. And I guess this is not the picture I had in my head.
A botanist major, you are not?
There's a bunch of little streets here that are kind of like Gion. A little more crowded here now because Gion's shut. So this is Ninenzaka. It's a home of the world's most famous Starbucks. It's in one of these machiyas here. You can go upstairs and sit on tatami floors. Here we are in the world's famous Starbucks on the tatami floor, drinking a reasonably priced coffee in a very popular part of town in Higashiyama, the most famous street. So. So you're a ninja now.
I am.
That's it.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu. Okay, so this is Higashiyama, and this is Ninenzaka Street. Am I pronouncing that right? And that's the Yasaka Pagoda. And it's all in this little square. And it's kind of like Gion, but almost cooler because there's more shops and they're smaller and cooler. All right. Never know what you're going to find around the corner here. We've been to Kyoto a couple of times. We've missed this every single time.
And we just happened to walk upon it by pure chance.
And it's a massive Buddha, like massive.
Turns out this is called the Ryoan Canal. Made it to the top of the hill, to Kiyomizu-dera.
Yeah, it's on top of, what's it called, Hiroshima?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we don't know any of the names of the streets, but these are all famous alleys, and you can't miss them. If you go from Yasaka to Kiyomizu-dera, you'll wind your way through these little streets. But I think this place is about to close. Yeah.
Hurry up.
So we've got to hurry to the top.
We're inside the gates, scored our tickets. We've got 9 minutes to spare.
So this is Kiyomizu-dera, and it's been under construction for years and years and years. I think it's finally complete. And we've
I think so.
10 minutes to go check
I'm
it
gonna
out.
go check on their construction techniques,
Yeah.
make sure it's up to code.
But check out these chandeliers. Okay, this right here is Kiyomizu-dera's famous view. And if you come in the fall, all these trees are obviously lined with beautiful leaves. So come at sunset, and it's a 500 yen to enter, which is about $3. And they finally did finish the construction. This was all scaffolding last time we were here, so now it's good to go.
Here we are, Imperial Palace grounds. So we just found out that Kyoto has over 1,600 Buddhist temples and 400 Shinto shrines. So it's time to start walking. We've got a lot of them to see.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't know like the essence of Kyoto, which, I mean, a lot of people do know, but a lot of people that I knew didn't like Kyoto because they just walked around the old crummy part of town and thought that was it. The Kyoto is actually all about like visiting these temples. Obviously good food too, and old houses and old part of town, but mostly these temples are the most extraordinary thing you'll ever see. All right, we're inside the Imperial Palace, and the first place you get to are these waiting rooms. They were used for the old like high-ranking officials when they came to visit the emperor. So, and they're basically, you stayed in each one of these 3 rooms based on your rank. One's a cherry room, one's a tiger room, and everything, it seems like it was all done by ranking. But we're in, and it was free to get in, or so we think. So far, no one's asked us anything. You get these little things, and you have to display them on your jackets. So, let's go. Right, so this place was built by Emperor Kogon, in 1331, and this was a palace, an emperor's palace, until it moved to Tokyo. So after Kogon, the Meiji came and lived here. Now there's a whole Meiji era and the whole Meiji restoration. We have no clue of the Japanese history, but there was Meiji period and there was Edo period. And so this was the emperor's residence. And then that right there is the back side of like where they held the ceremonies. So he could just pop over, like open the door and greet the public. And the artwork, they're basically all the original artwork. Most of it has burnt down. I think this, in 500 years that this was an imperial palace, like I think it burned 18 times. So like the current structure is not super old, but very impressive nonetheless. As far as the whole overall impression of this palace, definitely worth the visit, especially since it's free. But unlike some of the other temples, you can't really sit down in the garden and enjoy it. There's like a designated route and you have to walk through and out basically, so there's no dilly-dallying. So apparently this is the home of the original hacky sack. Like all the samurai would dress up and they would kick the ball around trying to keep it off the ground. It was a game called Kemari that was brought from China, and there you have it.
So close. We're so close.
It's happening. A white cherry and a pink cherry. Actually, I don't know what the difference are, but they are cherries. They're both cherries.
Are you sure it's a white cherry?
I am. Well, I'm 20% sure. We're in Ginkakuji, otherwise known as the Silver Pavilion.
We are. Check out these sand castles behind us.
That is a mound of sand. It's not concrete. How zen is that? How would you like to shape that thing?
It'd be a very zen-like experience once you figured it out.
I know, it's already...
It'd be very un-zen.
It's already testing my patience just looking at it. But anyway, the Silver Pavilion is at the foothills of Kyoto. It's on the east side of the city. It's a sister temple of the Golden Temple, aka Kinkakuji.
So it was built by the grandson of the guy who built the Golden Pavilion.
Check out this beautiful moss garden. This definitely would not grow anywhere. There's several temples that have these, and some of them you can't even get in, but I was not expecting this in this one. It's a very nice added bonus. I'd say Kinkakuji is getting up there on the list of ones that you should see in Kyoto. Yeah, this is a glorious place for a sunny day. So it's all about a garden on this one. It's got the pond, it's got the dry garden, and now we're like heading up into the foothills, winding through like the forest with a bunch of moss. Oh yeah, it's got a moss garden. Oh, and the bamboo. Like this one has got all the garden things out here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ginkakuji, the Silver Pavilion. We're at Philosopher's Path, which is well known for cherry blossoms. We are too early, unfortunately. And you can hit up several temples along this path. It goes from basically Ginkakuji, the Silver Pavilion, all the way down to Ninenzaka.
We got here after dark, but Ninenzaka was awesome. Definitely recommend.
We're currently at Tenryu-ji.
Tenryu-ji is a temple in Arashiyama, which is about an hour away from Kyoto.
It is. So it's got the temple, it's got the bamboo forest, and most importantly, it's got a vegetarian restaurant.
It does. It's called Shigetsu, and you have to pre-book, I think, several days in advance. Here we are, Shigetsu at Tenryu-ji.
Doing my favorite thing, eating while sitting on the floor.
Yeah, it's not very comfortable, but it's super cool. Look at this room. It's quite busy. This is kind of crazy. I was not expecting this many people here. It's lunchtime, but yeah, there's 2 rooms nearly full.
And it's sold out for the day.
And it's sold out, so you have to pre-order them. And this was 3,800 yen per person. It's a 5-set meal. Arigatou gozaimasu.
失礼します。
Arigatou gozaimasu.
はい、どうぞ。
Arigatou
ありがとうご
gozaimasu.
ざいます。
Ta-da. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you get the miso soup. You get the rice. You get something delightful in here. I'll let you know when I try it. It almost looks like tofu of different textures. You get some pickled stuff. You get more tofu. You get some greens with some sort of mustard sauce, I think, and then more root vegetables. And then you get a pot of tea. So that's 3,800 yen. Did you try the seaweed?
I did.
This is
Very good.
I don't
How
know.
do they achieve these textures? It all seems like it's very gelatinous, like made with gelatin, but obviously it's not.
I know, there's no gelatin in this. This is definitely very slimy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Wait till you try that yam.
Oh, yeah.
Tastes like a gummy bear.
Okay, this is yet another, like, jiggly thing. Huh. What in the world? Well, I have no idea how to identify what I just put in my mouth. It's like gummy candy almost, but it's almost like a little spicy. The texture is crazy. It's like so gelatinous, but it's a vegetable. Do you know what this is?
No idea.
What did he say? He said some sort of sweet potato, yam. This does not taste like yam or has any resemblance to anything I've ever had in my mouth.
Does anybody know what this is?
I think that is tofu skin. So, this is the skin of tofu, and it does have a name, but I can't remember what it's called. It is a delicacy here in this region. And it kind of doesn't even taste like tofu, actually. It's like the texture is kind of different, so it throws you off. Whoa, this is so weird. Look at this. This is some sort of bready type substance, isn't it?
I mean, I think it's all lotus, just different preparation. There's like chunks of lotus inside and then a ground lotus ball.
Yeah. Best one I've ever had. Just the textures are so crazy. It's like definitely like some sort of mushy texture on the top, kind of like dough, and then you've got like a proper vegetable inside. And then the sauce is just kind of like slimy. We've done it.
Polished it off.
The room has emptied out. We're one of 2 people left eating. That's what you get when you play with your food. So we are going to go check out the temple.
In the bamboo forest.
In the bamboo forest. All right, this is Tenryu-ji, and they have seating along here, so you can kind of just sit and enjoy the view when there aren't people blocking your view. So that's the koi pond. It's quite big. You can buy a separate entrance to the actual building, or you can just get a ticket for the grounds. And honestly, you can kind of see inside the rooms from the garden. so it's not necessary unless you want to support the temple.
Arashiyama bamboo forest.
If you, whoa,
Gonna get killed by
by a
falling bamboo.
monkey, yeah. If you've ever seen photos of Kyoto or of the bamboo forest, it was here.
This is the most Instagrammable spot in all of Kyoto, probably.
Yeah, it is. But what you don't see on Instagram is just how many people are milling about. It's virtually impossible to get a good shot unless you get here at a different time. That's one branch. That's all just like one branch. That's crazy. How did they do that?
That's gotta be like the longest branch in the history of branches.
I'm on a mission to try to find some sakura soft serve. All right, I think this is it, I would say. Arigatou gozaimasu. There they are. I quite like this flavor. We tried the candies of some sort yesterday, and I decided I really like this flavor. Again, it's kind of like, it's not like, it doesn't taste like cherry. It doesn't taste like flour, would you say?
I don't know. Doesn't taste like Cherry Garcia. I know that.
We are at, drum roll,
Kinkaku-ji.
Kinkaku-ji is arguably the prettiest temple in the entire Kyoto.
Man, those are powerful words.
We're gonna let you guys decide. Kinkaku-ji is otherwise known as the Golden Temple.
It is very gold.
And it is a grandfather of the Silver Pavilion, literally, like the grandfather of the guy that built Silver Pavilion built this one first, and then
Inspired his grandson to build the silver one.
and it is very inspirational.
Let's go check it out.
Wait till you see this.
You might find this hard to believe, but it's raining again.
Yep, we only had one window of sun the whole time we've been in Japan, but there she is. That's the Golden Temple. It's completely engulfed by golden leaf. It's like real gold, I think.
It is.
Even though it is raining, I do have to say that Japan is almost more enticing when the weather's gloomy. It just fits the scenery.
It does, yes.
And look at what we have here. A moss gardener. So allegedly, this is the first floor. This is on the second floor. And this is the third floor of the pavilion. And it's also encased with gold leaf, and the floors are lacquer. And this is it in the winter. Apparently all of this was done just basically as a flash of status. We are at the gate of Ryoan-ji Temple.
Yes, this is one of my favorite things to see in Tokyo. It's a World Heritage Site rock garden.
So this one is also far from Kyoto. So Kinkaku-ji and Ryoan-ji are very close together. You can walk from one to the other.
Yeah,
So-
it's about a 20-minute walk. We just did it.
We just did it, and we'd recommend you do it too. So if you're coming to Arashiyama, I would probably wake up early and hit up these two, and then carry on to Tenryu-ji Temple. So this garden is left a little more wild, like it's equally as beautiful. There's actually wildlife in the pond. There's all these like wild trees going crazy. It definitely looks way more natural. It's almost prettier. This garden is very peaceful, and this one, more so than any other one, has seating in kind of like private areas. So I think if you are looking for a garden, I think this one actually maybe checks a lot of boxes here. It's very pretty, very serene, and you can just sit and ponder. Arigatou gozaimasu. As we walked into this temple, it said everywhere how Ryoan-ji encourages art, and there's all these posters of artwork, but then, please, no drawing allowed. Yeah, that was Ryoan-ji,
We did it.
Bryce's favorite temple.
This is definitely my favorite place in Kyoto.
Oh yeah?
Love it here. Could sit here all day.
It is very zen, but I prefer the actual grounds, like, as opposed to the dry garden.
To each their own.
I know, it's kind of funny. And as we were leaving, there was a girl drawing. Very clandestine operation in the corner. She was like looking around to see if anybody was looking at her. It's the most bizarre ban I had ever heard of. No drawing? Like, what is that going to hurt? So apparently Ryoan-ji also has a restaurant with the Shojin Ryori, so you have to pre-order. It's 3,800 yen and you get a set meal. This garden looks even better than Tenryu-ji. Here we are at Fushimi Inari.
Another tourist hotspot.
It is a very hot spot.
But the sign says we're here to pray in peace and quiet, so I'm sure as soon as we walk through these gates, it's going to be super quiet.
Serene, yeah. It's kind of late in the afternoon, and yeah, this is the amount of people that are still here. Fushimi Inari is famous for these gates.
Torii gates, thousands of them.
Sponsored by Panasonic and Company.
The bigger they are, the bigger the sponsorship.
The bigger the fee to put them here. So yeah, but yeah, no, every single one of these torii gates is sponsored and paid for. We've entered the tunnel of torii gates, and as you can see, it's very crowded.
Everybody's here. This is probably about the easiest thing to get to in Kyoto, and it shows. It's a 2-stop train ride from Kyoto Station, and you basically walk out of the station through a torii gate.
We're going up into the foothills now. There's creeks, forest, and allegedly even monkeys.
We saw signs that said don't feed the monkeys, so maybe we'll see a monkey.
We only saw a fat cat, no monkeys. So yeah, these behind me, see how all these pillars have encryptions? That's the sponsors. It's definitely getting steeper. I'm huffing and puffing now. We're maybe 10 minutes into the hike. So where it's really congested, it's pretty flat. And then it kind of tapers out with people, but you're never really alone. There's definitely way more persistent people than us. How's it going?
Getting hot.
Yeah, I got 2 jackets for good measure.
Almost there.
Oh yeah. There's Mr. Crow on a treetop. Yeah, you. Oh dang, this is gonna be a good one. It's straight up the hill right now. We definitely weren't trying to get here for the sunset, but that was really a nice little bonus. Wow. That's kind of cool. I think this is the highest point. So we were just at the highest point, I think. It was 233 meters. And
Now we're going down to go back up, apparently.
yeah, so this whole shrine, Fushimi Inari, is allegedly a shrine to rice and good fortune. Rice and sake. Okay, we're still climbing and it's pitch black. We've probably been at it for maybe an hour. These gates keep going, and we're almost to some sort of a top. There's a loop, so there isn't like a finite top. But you can spend a decent amount of time here. I didn't realize just how far this goes. But, you know, nighttime is when you see the dragons. So
Or the boars,
or
as
the
the signs
boars.
say.
Yeah. Holy cow. I thought we were at the top. This isn't even close.
Ta-da! Welcome to the top. This is the Yasaka Shrine. It's located at the top of Mount Inari. It's one of the 7 sacred sites.
All right, we're beginning our descent down. It took probably an hour and a half to do what we've done, maybe more.
Yeah, I mean, we were doing some serious lollygagging and backtracking to find points of interest along the way, but I would give this an afternoon for sure.
Yeah, and it's nice. It's a hike more than anything. It's just a pleasant walk in the woods.
Just surrounded by bright orange gates.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you guys for watching.
We'll catch you on the next one.
Yep, subscribe please.